Hello everyone and welcome back to Every Heart Can Dance. This is Kyryl and today we're exploring the Rumba Walk, a step that is not just a dance move but a metaphor for life itself. It's all about shifting weight, creating rhythm and moving with grace. Notice how each step is deliberate, a dance of balance and flow. Alrighty guys, as a step one, we always start from our posture. So the idea, the technique of it is that we want to create a neutral position, meaning that different body parts are stacked up in the way that we can comfortably stand. We soften the knees, and when we're trying to straighten them by pushing them back, we're bringing our pelvis forward. So we're really thinking about those hamstrings pushing forward and pulling up while knees are going back. Don't pop it. Do it slowly, knees going back, hips going forward. The ribs are closing in. I'm not dropping them, just wrapping around and creating a bit more flatter back. The chest, the sternum part is trying to stretch forward. Just by stretching along the clavicles, we're taking our spine back. That's our neutral position that will be moving from. Our position should not compete with an actual movement. Just stop right before it becomes an action. So go, 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 go. That's it. That's all. Just keep it. Let's focus on the second step now, which is all about technique of the principles of the movement. And for Latin American dancing, it's all about Cuban motion. That's the super special part, the way we shift weight in relation to music that no other type of dance are doing the way we do. There'll be a movement portion and there is a settling, rotating portion so we can link into the other side. So if I'll just concentrate on 2, 3, and 4, it will go 2 and 3 and 4, actually continue, and 1 and. We'll do it again. 2 full weight and 3 full weight. And now 4, it's almost like 90%. 4, and I'm finishing. And 1 full weight, and we link it. This is the idea, the technique of the Cuban motion. From side to side, it's pretty easy. Our legs can stand like this, and we can control our movement and stay in balance much easier than when we are going forward. One leg is behind us, one leg is in front or underneath us. So what we'll do is I'll need you to slide 1 foot forward, still keeping 2 tracks. Do you see that I still have 2 tracks of my feet? 1, 2. So what I'll do now, I'm going to slide it forward and slightly open the back foot, just slightly, probably about 1/8. And we'll create the same pendulum and rotation as we did before. Go 2 and 3 and pendulum rotation, pendulum rotation, pendulum rotation. That's the idea. I'm doing just half beat, rotation, half beat, rotation, half beat, rotation. Did you notice that I'm not opening my hip right away? That's a big boo-boo, no way. Now, I'm going to the body mechanics part. And this is, again, another gem. This is, I believe, the most important group of muscles that we need to engage. And it's right here, right under our glutes. Engage your hamstrings. Imagine that this part is trying to go in like a snake. Goes inside, pulls up towards the rib and goes around towards the other side. So in this way, when we stand in this position, we transfer 2 and 3 and we can go 4 and go a little bit more. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and. If you notice, I'm still shifting my weight and my pendulum goes right away. When I have the pendulum, my body's counteracting with my hip. Rotation. Pendulum, rotation. My body stays, my buttons are engaged to keep my body a bit more straighter. So whatever I do with the bottom part, it's moving in relation to the upper one. So if we do put letters onto our action very slowly, so our release and separation, that's A. Our movement to neutral position, that's B. our rotation of the back foot. See, that's affecting our hips, and finishing the weight movement, that's D. We're not done yet. We release and we go back, close the thigh, and we'll go back to neutral position, that's E. Now we can create this A, B, C, D, E. We cannot go forward and forward and forward and forward all the time because we're starting to fall. That's why it's super important to keep our foot straight so our weight moves along the foot. So we'll dance almost like an octopus. We'll go forward, now we go back to neutral so we can go back to the next step again. Same with life. If we're moving all the time, moving, we cannot redirect ourselves to grow, to go to the next level. We can only redirect ourselves and grow from neutral position. If we come back to do our technique, we release, separate, rotate a little bit, go to between-ish, or we go through it. Rotate, arrive over, release, and go back in. Please practice slowly. In this way, your body will be much more aware of what to do. Just gotta do it super slowly and with intention. Release, separate, go to between, rotate the back foot, arrive over, bend and collect to go back to neutral. Now you may ask, what happens when we have not a full beat, when we have 2 beats there? For example, I'll count 4-1. We do the same thing, but it takes us a little bit longer time. We savor it a little bit more. 2 and 3 and 4. I'm almost fully there. And 1 and go next one. 2 and 3 and 4. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And 1 and it's pretty cool. We have to practice it in order to make sure the pendulum arrives right away. Your legs need to be engaged. These are the most important muscles because they're connecting our foot that is pushing from the floor into our body. Please watch the previous videos when I talked about opposition, counteraction, and movement along the foot because it will definitely help you with this Rumba walk. Now let's create actual Rumba walk. So I'll put my feet together, knees going back. I engage these parts as much as I can. I really feel my hamstrings firing up. Now, at the moment I bend this knee, I will release my weight onto this strong leg. So this leg doesn't change. So this is what happens on the standing leg. I will not be rotating right now anything. I'm still staying flat straight. So I release. I'm pushing this leg back while stretching the side forward. Please pay attention to my standing foot. I create a position. Now I don't lift the heel just for the sake of going. Because I go, my heel lifts and I can place this foot. Now what's paramount, what's super important, that I'm still connected to my back foot. Technically I still stand here, even though pendulum is still in between. So we always need to stay connected to the back foot because that's the one gonna be pushing us. At this point, what I'll do, press in, and I'm gonna rotate my back foot and it will affect my hip. And now I just push in away and I arrive over my foot. This is the key for the Rumba walk. Let me do it again. From the foot and I'm in between. See this? Yes, now I'm gonna rotate and I'm gonna finish. Now this is all happening on the first half of the beat. So when you go and 2, we already go in there. Yeah, so the idea from here is that whoop, neutral. See this? Now we can turn the back foot, not too much, and push over to arrive. And here it is, guys. I know there were a lot of details to our step. Please practice it slowly and I guarantee that your flow will change. But while you're practicing Rumba walk, please don't forget it's not only about dance. In each step, there is an opportunity to connect and to discover more about yourself, to express yourself, to connect to the world and life outside of us. Think in this way, in order for the movement to be genuine, it needs to be connected to gravity, to our weight. We need to have focus and attention to what we do. And number 3 is breathing. That's the link between them. Now, through dance, we can learn this and we can extrapolate it to anything in life. Gravity, it means us. We feel ourselves. Attention focus, when we put it, we can create something. And breathing is something linking outside world to us. Even when we're breathing air, we're taking it from outside, putting it in, and then taking it out. There is an energy and flow in breathing. So those three parts, I think, are going in every part of the dance. It's not about just standing beautiful and strong and powerful, because those things are very subjective and you cannot do like this all the time. If this resonates with you, please let me know in the comments below. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I'll be looking forward to see you next week. Bye now.